So some of the things you're going to need to perform this is one, the punch that came with your TTI, and then this guy that holds some of the bits. In this case, you're just going to need the T10 bit. And last but not least, you'll need a roll of tape or an armor's block. So the first thing we need to do is make sure we're safe, and how we do that is by pushing this button right here. Drop the mag, set that aside. We're still not safe. We need to check inside the chamber to make sure that there's no ammo in there, and how I do that is flipping the TTI over like this, pushing forward with this hand, while with this hand grabbing this slide from here or here and pulling it this way. And you can see that there's no ammo inside the chamber. We are now safe. So next, what we need to do is we need to remove the Magwell before we can remove the backstrap. And how we do that is by unscrewing this screw right here. And we're going to do that by using the T10 bit. So let's set that aside, and you're going to put that bit into that screw. We're going to unscrew that. Set that screw aside. Now that the screw has been removed, we're going to push the Magwell this way, and it should slide right off, just like that. Set that aside. Now that we have the Magwell removed, we can start to remove the backstrap. And how we do that is by putting the TTI on your armor's block or your roll of tape, and then you take your punch, you're going to put it into this hole right here, and then you're just going to push that pin out. I'll show you how I do it. So I'm going to brace my hand over the TTI, put the punch into this hole right here, and I'm just going to push downward. I'm going to set that pin aside, and now you could just remove the backstrap. So I'm going to keep the same size, and I'm just going to reinstall this one onto the TTI Combat. So in order to reinstall the backstrap, what we need to do is take this tab right here, and we need to insert that right here, right where I'm pointing. And then the other thing we're going to do is make sure that these 4 tabs are going to be inserted to here and here. But it kind of naturally happens once you get this tab into the hole right here. And I'll show you how it looks. So you're going to put that tab into that hole just like this. And once you push the backstrap towards the grip, you can see it just falls into place. Now, the one thing you want to make sure is when you're putting that pin back into this hole, you want to make sure that the backstrap is being pushed towards the grip the entire time. So this way, if the backstrap comes out a little bit like this, you can see that hole is it's not a complete circle now. The pin is going to start to ruin some of the plastic pieces inside the backstrap. So we want to make sure that this backstrap is being pushed towards the grip as much as possible the entire time. And then this way you can see a complete circle like that. And then we're going to take the pin and we're going to insert it into this hole right here, just like this. I'm going to try to reposition so this way you guys can see it better. So the pin goes into that hole just like this. And it doesn't matter what side goes in first. We're just going to insert the pin. So now that I got the pin in as far as I can with my bare fingers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this punch right here that I used in the beginning, and I'm going to use the rear of this punch because it's soft and it won't mar up your grip. So I'm going to use this part to push this pin in as far as I can, and then I'll use this side once we get the pin in further. Now take the rear of the punch and put it over the pin, and then you're just going to push the pin in just like that. Now you can feel it went in. You probably heard it, but this is what it looks like now. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but then I'm going to take this part right here and put it onto this pin. Make sure I'm straight as possible up and down, and I'm going to push the pin in the rest of the way. Just like that. Now, what I suggest is looking at the pin, making sure that it's in evenly, like the pin's not sticking out too far on this side or this side. And as long as it looks like it's pretty centered, you are good to go. Now that we have the backstrap installed, now we can install the Magwell. And how we do that is by taking this area of the Magwell and this area of the Magwell. We're going to slide that onto this side and this side, and it's going to look like this. Notice the orientation. We're going to slide the Magwell on like this. We're going to slide it on as far as we can. When you turn it upside down, you're going to notice that if you did it right, the hole for the screw will match up with the magwell just like you see here. We'll take the screw and we're going to insert it back into that hole like that. Take our T10 bit, and now we're just going to screw that screw back in there. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're just going to turn this thing until it's like hand tight. And if you want, you could put some blue Loctite on there if you really want to. The last thing you could do is put your magazine back in. The flat side with the number is going to face the rear. This part is going to go into this hole right here. You're going to push up until you hear a click, and that's it. You have successfully removed the magwell and changed your backstrap and then reassembled it. If you thought the video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, if you're in the market for CCW insurance, check out Right to Bear. Link is in the description below. Use coupon code UBR10 to get 10% off your entire order. If you haven't already, please subscribe and tell a friend about the channel. Every subscriber helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.